Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Myself, Beya and Rio Ferdinand. He couldn't resist. Breaking news: Martinez signs for Manchester United. Rio, are you happy about the signing?
Listen, I think he's a good signing. I think he's. Do you know what? The more I've looked into him, the better. I mean, and the vibes and the stories I'm hearing, the mutterings from different people. I listened to the young player. Is it Timber? The United were looking to sign the centre back who played alongside him at Ajax.
Yeah.
I read an article where he spoke, and the quote was basically saying that I wasn't actually on my game, and at a certain point in the game, I was a bit out of concentration, and Martinez always shouts at me. He always swears at me in his language and gets me going and makes sure. So he's got that element of being a leader, which I think is that. And I've been shouting about the character element for a long time. And from what I'm hearing from various people, Timber being one of them, is that he has the character. He's a leader. He demands off other people, and he's somebody who wants to get physical, can get physical, very aggressive, but also can play. I think if you're going to ask, is there any question marks about him? I think it would be his height and his pace would be the only two question marks. He plays for Argentina, so he's got the experience at international level, which you like. But for me, as I said to you, I've been waiting for somebody to come in and you go, you know what, that's the type of character I'm looking for. And all of the different discussions that I've had with various people are saying, as a character, is one of his best, strongest points.
Now, you know what? It's all well and good. Man United fans happy Lisandro Martinez has signed, but Rio, I don't think he signed as a centre back. You know, like before, the whole chat was, oh yeah, he'll be coming in as a centre back, and you know, we had a discussion about it. We're like, well, where's he going to play? You know, Maguire's still going to be captain. You know, Varane is still going to be there, and you want to use Varane's experience. You know, looks like the other centre backs ain't gone. Lindelof is still there. At this point, Eric Bailly is still at the club. You know, do you reckon he's been bought potentially to sit in front of them?
Yeah, I think it'll be a mix. I think because he's very comfortable at playing both positions. I saw a quote from Ten Hag and one of his assistants saying that when he played in midfield, they were very surprised at how comfortable he looked in there, and so they've never got any qualms about him in playing there. I think he'll go in. He could play in there quite easily. I think there'll be games. I think that they'll pick and choose it, and I think they'll mix it up when it suits them. If it suits them to play him in there in midfield and they want that extra body and that extra bit of resilience in there in front of the back four and that protection and somebody who knows how to defend in there, then I think he may be utilising there. But if we've got a lot of the ball and we're expected to dominate possession against the so-called lesser teams maybe, then he may not be called for in that position and may slot back into the centre-back position or maybe not even starting. But he gives us more options in there, and I think that's what we need. We lost a lot of midfielders this summer, so it gives us that option in there, another body. And if any more come in, it just adds to that number that we're probably lacking in that area in terms of the numbers. But you know what? I've watched the last two friendlies we've had in pre-season, and the young lads in midfield in there, Charlie Savage has been excellent, who's come in. Zidane's been very good as well. So I think it's good food for thought. And I think it's always that way in pre-season. You get a couple of players that come out of nowhere and you go, I didn't expect that from them. You throw a few young lads. I remember Jesse Lingard all them years ago coming when David Moyes came. And I remember Moyes saying to me, Rio, I didn't know Jesse Lingard was that good. Didn't know he was that good. Zaha was brilliant in pre-season. It didn't quite work out for him in the long run. But you can get your opportunity in pre-season and fly on. I mean, we've gone off on a tangent here. But it's just I'm excited by some of the young players getting opportunities in pre-season. It's good.
I think the competition is going to be rife because, like you said, you know, pre-season is the chance to show new managers in town. You know, you've had players like Telles coming out and playing, Van der Beek, you know, Chong, like you said, Charlie Savage, Mebry. Like there's a lot going on for you lot at the moment. I just hope that, you know, my team can keep up with what's going on at the moment, but it's not about us at the moment. In regards to Man United, do you reckon though that Martinez was like a second option because you couldn't get Timber?
Well, you know what? I think both of their names came up early in the market, in the transfer window. But Timbers was a little bit more, we're going for him. Can we go and get him? And it seems like that fell through for whatever reason. I'm not sure. I think that's a good question for Erik Ten Hag and his coaching staff. Who would they have preferred? Maybe they were always going to try and get both. You know what I mean? Maybe they were going to get both. I don't know. But Martinez, I like the fact that he plays international football for a team like Argentina, so you know what you're going to get. Could he be someone who, I don't know, I'm looking forward to seeing how he slots it in this team at Man United, because he's really comfortable with the ball. He'll take it all the time, always take the ball. But I keep going, I'm getting boring saying it, but I'm really pleased that we've signed somebody who seems, from what I'm hearing, is a character. That's fundamental in any signing for me going forward.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% convinced myself, especially if he plays as a centre back, because I can see the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin just smashing it in there, boy. And you're gonna see what 5'9" is for real. It's not that tall. I'm 5'9", so we'll wait and see. But Rio, I just want to say thank you very much for the time that you've given, and obviously there's gonna be more content coming out on the channel. Guys, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, keep on watching because we've got the news coming out for you ASAP. Joe Beya signing out. Peace.